us to get to the bottom of it, so that's exactly what we did. Let's just take a look at this. All right, this is day one, 5:15. Here you are leaving with him. The brother's not around. I don't see the brother. I just see him with your children, which you're very concerned about, right? All right, so off they go. 8:45, they're back.
My house.
Pardon me?
Yeah, that's in my house.
Yeah, he's carrying your children into your house. Brother's there. Wife, she cheated less than a year ago, and he suspects she's doing it again.
Candace and I have been married for 4 years. She has cheated on me in the past, and yes, I do have reason to believe that she could be doing it again.
Our marriage is horrible. Rick is very emotionally abusive. He has called me a whore, slut, a We fight constantly. I cheated on Rick because I was looking for a way out of my marriage. I didn't know how to leave Rick, and I thought when I cheated, he would leave me. The affair only lasted 1 week. I would never cheat on my husband again.
Candace started talking to a new guy around the holidays. I questioned her, and she denied it. She said that she would just talk to him online. I found out from phone records that within a month's time, they had talked for over 10 hours, which equaled up to several times a day.
Rick is very paranoid. He is just a friend.
She says they are just friends. It's hard to say whether I believe her or not.
There's nothing going on with me and my friend.
If nothing's going on, there's no reason to lie. On Christmas Day, both of us had to go out to get a last-minute gift item. Ironically, we ended up at the same store. Candace and this other guy showed up together. When she saw me, she did have that deer-in-the-headlight look, just totally shocked.
I do not understand what he is worried about.
On New Year's Eve, he did send text messages to Candace. One of them was, "I love you," and the other one was, "Where do we meet?"
Rick and I got in a huge fight. He started calling me a lot of names, and he slammed me up against the window with his shoulder in my throat. When I screamed for help, Rick jumped out of the car. I went to the nearest gas station and called the cops.
Since that incident, I have been kicked out of the house.
I still want my marriage to work for my kids, so they do not have to grow up in a divorced home.
If I found out Candace was cheating on me again, I would be totally heartbroken and devastated. Dr. Phil, I want to keep my family together, but I need to know the truth.
Okay, now you wrote the letter, right? And tell me why. Tell me what it is that you want to know and what it is you want to do. If this was up to you, if you were king of the forest and you could make it any way you wanted it to be, what would happen?
I think I'd first want to know the truth. I want to know why. Not only, the truth from the second incident, but also from the first, And I want to know if I can get over that and repair our marriage to make it work.
Why did you agree to come?
I want my marriage to work for my children. I think they deserve to grow up with a happy family, and I was not happy before.
You want it to work for your children?
Yes.
But what about between the two of you?
I hope I can love him again and fall back into love with him. I want it to work. I don't know.
Because let me tell you, children would rather be from a broken home than live in one.
Yeah.
And right now they're living in one, right?
Yes.
And there's all of this angst and everything going on. Look, you had an affair.
I did.
Are you having an affair now?
I'm not.
Because look, I got a different attitude about all of this than a lot of people. I believe very strongly in the institution of marriage. I've been married almost 30 years myself. I intend for it to be 30 more. Or 50, however many there are.
Good, that's good. I like that.
But the point is, if you don't want to be married, then why all the games? Why all the intrigue? I mean, if you don't like this guy, if you want to go out and run around with somebody else, why not just be straight up and do it? Why sneak around and hide and lie about it?
I think I'm scared of what life will be like without him.
What do you mean? You're using him for something?
Oh, no. I do love Rick. I'm just not in love with him anymore.
Actually, you said you don't love him and you're not in love with him. That's what you told us.
Well, I meant to
before.
say I do love him, but I am not. I love him as my father, my children's father, and as a person, but I am not in love with him.
Are you living with emotional integrity right now? Are you being who you need to be to give this a chance for your children, as you say?
Yes, I'm trying my hardest to do that.
That wasn't the question. The question was not, are you trying to have emotional integrity? The question was, are you living with emotional integrity? Look, do you agree this is in trouble?
Oh, yes.
This is in big trouble?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Just wanted to see if we were on the same page. He found you connecting with this guy through MySpace, and your profile on MySpace lists you as divorced.
And so does his.
Well, I'm getting to him in a minute.
Okay,
I'm talking
yes,
to
it
you
does
right
divorce
now.
because
I'm
I
just trying to
planned on
find out
getting-
where you are.
Yes.
And you go out at night because you need to drive around and clear your head.
I don't drive around it. I'm home with my kids every night.
You go out by yourself to clear your head, or you don't?
No, I'm at home. We're separated.
This is before we got separated.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was like 3 nights. Yeah, I went by myself. I did.
You find excuses to leave the house alone, and you're having no sex life with him at all.
No.
Okay, and you're saying that you suspect something might be wrong.
I know
Have you-
something's wrong,
Have you had some kind of brain damage or something?
apparently.
I mean, seriously, you 156 calls, 705 minutes, 463 text messages, and I just need to go out to clear my head.
I think a lot of it is, love being blind. You want to think positive, and you don't want to suspect the worst. As I said before, I do know without a doubt there's an emotional affair that was occurring, but I don't know if anything physical happened. And yeah, an emotion was just as bad.
I have not given Rick any reason to believe that I'm not being honest.
When I took Candace away for our anniversary, later I received my phone bill. I did notice text messages and phone calls to this person, even on the night of our anniversary. I felt betrayed.
All right, once a cheater, always a cheater. Now, some research suggests that nearly half of those who cheat will do it again. Now, Rick's wife admitted to having a one-time affair, but he's afraid that she's at it again. Now, Candace says that he's just being paranoid. You think that because he got burned before, he's now just freaky about it?
He is. With this guy, I know there's reason to suspect, but it's not just this guy. It's anybody I talk to.
Right, but this guy, I mean, he's got a bit of a target on his chest, given all the statistics that I just went through. But yet, you've said to Rick and to us that you're playing it straight now.
Yes.
You're not seeing this guy, except maybe occasionally if your brother's around, you'll kind of wave at him across the way, but you're not seeing him.
No, I mean.
Okay, now you said you wanted to know the truth, right?
I do.
You want to know the absolute truth of whether she was seeing this guy or whether she wasn't.
Yeah, and I want to know. It's pretty obvious she was. I want to know why.
All right, well,
And if
and
she
the question
was.
is, can he believe you? Because like I say, you got to stop the bleeding first, right?
Yes.
All right, so you wanted to know, so we found out. Rick asked us to see what the truth really was, to get to the bottom of it, so that's exactly what we did. Let's just take a look at this. All right, this is day one, 5:15. Here you are leaving with him. The brother's not around. I don't see the brother. I just see him with your children, which you're very concerned about, right? All right, so off they go. 8:45, they're back.
House.
Pardon me?
Yeah, that's in my house.
Yeah, he's carrying your children into your house. Brother's there to meet him this time. Day two, 6:30 p.m.
Is that a kiss you gave to him?
Just watch the tape here. Here he is again. Okay, hat on backwards. I assume this is a young guy. Then day three, 4:07, pulls up. Oh, comes right in, doesn't ring the bell. Apparently has some access. 10 minutes later, you're leaving, and we're going to play tag around the car here a little bit. Now, this is the guy that you just told me you're not seeing anymore.
What I'm really concerned about is him trying to take my kids from me, because I do want a divorce. I just don't want him to take my kids.
Okay, so let's cut to the chase here. Do you agree that at some point that you're just going to have to start telling the
Yeah.
truth? You are seeing this guy, right? You are having an affair with this guy, right? Okay, and that's something that she's been lying to you about. So let me just be honest here. You are hiding this because you're afraid for your children.
Yes.
We're going to talk about that in a minute. But you told him you're not seeing this guy, and you are.
Yes.
You told him you're not having an affair with him again, but you are. And you were with him alone in your home an hour and a half on day two. So we know that you're together alone, and you are having a...
I don't want you to take the kids. You've threatened to take
It's a
the kids
freaking
from me.
20-year-old kid. What does he have to offer you? I mean, have I not done anything? Have I not done enough? Seriously, what are you thinking? I mean, you're running around like a kid. Playing tag with the car. You have two kids there. I mean, you want to sit there and tell me that I'm not supposed to take the kids from you, but you're acting like one.
The kids were not there that day that we were playing tag
I
on the car.
just saw it.
You told us that you've cheated on him so he would leave you.
Yes, I do not think that we should be together, but he has threatened that if he can prove in court, he'll take my kids.
But how gutless is that? I'm going
I
to cheat
know.
on you so you'll leave me? I
It
mean,
is.
if you're big enough to do it, be big enough to own it. If you want out, leave. But you don't cheat on him so he'll leave you. And I hate to tell you this, but infidelity is not an issue in custody. That's not an issue in custody. You can have an affair with somebody else, and that doesn't impact custody. It doesn't impact you. And I'm not a lawyer. I'm just telling you what my experience has been from having spent 20 years in the legal system. The parenting assignment is based on the fitness of the parent, and it doesn't have to do with your affiliations with others as long as the children aren't exposed to it. If I were you, I wouldn't like some 20-year-old kid playing daddy to my kids and wagging them in and out of the house like we're going to go out and play house. I wouldn't like that, and I think that's really, you talk about you want to do this for the kids, you want to do it for the kids, then you know what? You don't expose the kids to your paramours. You don't just say, okay, this is my guy right now, so I'm just going to load my kids up and we're going to, what do they tell themselves? What do they say? It's daddy or what do I do? I mean, kids aren't dumb. Kids aren't dumb. Is that a right decision on your part?
Not at all.
Of course it's not. Now the question is, what are you going to do about this? Because you've got a temper, right? And you've gotten abusive and you've gotten physical in the past, right?
Right.
When I found out Candace was cheating on me, our sex life became obsolete.
I have pulled away from Rick in every way. I will not let him emotionally close to me.
She would not even kiss me goodnight.
This is a chain reaction. When he doesn't trust me, I pull away. He thinks I'm cheating, and then it starts again. It is a vicious cycle.
Well, if you're worried your spouse has cheated or is cheating, you're not alone. Today we're talking about infidelity. Now, Rick suspected that his wife Candy was spending time with one of her brother's friends. Now, she said she only saw him when her brother was around. She said, I am not having an affair with him. I am not inappropriately involved. You, Rick, are just being paranoid. None of that's true. No, that's just all a crock. You just came here and said, Dr. Phil's got stupid painted on his forehead, so Rick's been buying this, so Dr. Phil's going to buy this. I'm just going to tell him all this same stuff. But that dog didn't hunt very long, right? No. Because the truth is pretty obvious. I mean, if you just haven't wanted to admit the truth here.
I think so.
But wouldn't you rather know? I mean, you don't want to hear bad news, but if it's coming, the sooner you know it, isn't that the better?
Yeah, I guess so. It's just dealing with it.
Well, you can't fix what you don't acknowledge, right?
True.
So what are you going to do with this information?
I don't know what to do anymore. I think I'm just done. I don't want to be. Part of me doesn't want to be, but the other part says I don't have a choice.
Now, let me tell you what you need to do with this, in my opinion. Would you like to know?
Yes.
You get angry and you get physical when you get angry. If that happens, you're going to jail.
Yes.
You understand that?
Yes, sir.
So you need to make a decision that this family needs a hero. Your children need somebody to step up and say, you know what, we got to get out of this gutter activity here. We got to get out of this lies, deception, deceit, and darkness. And somebody needs to step up here and be a fiduciary for these children. Somebody needs to put their best interests first. Now, you have not put their best interests first. You have not put their best interests first. And let me speak on their behalf. You don't have the right to be
I've been married to my husband for 3.5 years. My husband and I were high school sweethearts. Throughout my marriage, I've had a gut feeling that something wasn't right. From time to time, I felt like Robert was cheating on me. When I confronted Robert about cheating, he always said it wasn't true. Recently, everything has changed. 2 weeks ago, I noticed a rash on the underside of his genitals. He decided to have the rash looked into. He came clean the day he went to the clinic. He told me that a year ago, he picked up somebody at a bar and had oral sex with her. The doctors told Robert that he may have a sexually transmitted disease. Now, I think that I could have gotten infected. I am completely angry and upset that this man I've loved for 5 years faithfully has put me and my children in harm's way for some tramp at a bar.
I was extremely nervous about the rash. I told Ariana that I had had one affair with a woman that I had met at a bar. The next day, I took a drive and decided there was more that I needed to tell her. So I came out and I told her the entire bitter, God-honest truth.
Robert has been cheating on me throughout my entire marriage. The first time Robert cheated on me, it was with one of his sister's friends. After that, it was our nanny. Another affair was with a person that his sister was really good friends with. It makes me sick to my stomach. I just learned about this 2 days ago, and I'm still in shock. My whole marriage has been a lie. When I look at Robert now, all I can think about is all these other women and all these things that he's been doing.
I want to save my marriage more than anything. I think I can become a different person and someday have peace with it to an extent. Wait a second. I don't know if that last statement was all true. I really don't know if I'll ever be able to forgive myself for it.
I don't know if I want to save my marriage. I just want to do what's best for my kids. I'm scared to death that if I don't get Dr. Phil's help, I'm going to make the wrong decision because I don't know what to do.
So you're in a real dilemma here.
Yeah.
You've just found all of this out.
Yes.
What's your gut level reaction?
Disgust, confusion. I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. I thought I knew at least something about my life, and I didn't know anything at all. Nothing. It's all been a lie, a huge, disgusting lie.
What do you say about all this?
I don't understand myself completely how I could have let something like this happen.
You didn't let this happen. You made this happen. You went somewhere, you hit on a friend's little sister, and here's how it happened. You got her off by herself, you unzipped your pants, and you did the deal. I mean, this didn't just like, whoops, I hate it when that happens. You made the choice and you went and did this, right? Not once, not twice, not 3 times, 4, 5 times that we know about, right? Unprotected.
Yeah, the first time it happened was protected, and that's the only time I had actual intercourse, and the times following that were unprotected oral.
Well, enough so that when you got a little rash, you got real concerned, right?
Yeah.
And you've got a wife and children, and so you come home and have sex with her after being out with somebody else, right?
Yeah.
You don't like that.
I was 8.5 months pregnant the first time he had sex with somebody else.
8.5 months pregnant. So she became less useful. So you said she's being mean.
In a way, yeah. I can see now how I told myself things and lied to myself to justify things in a way. I didn't let myself feel enough regret to think, what if I get a sexually transmitted disease?
Didn't you say that when it came up the second time, you said, well, I've already done it once.
Right, yeah.
What difference does 2 make? And then when you've done 2, well then, yeah, I've already done it twice. What difference is 3, 4, 5?
And I never even counted the whole way. When we moved down here, I had thought about it when I was thinking about telling her, and I actually added up the number of times that it happened. And
you did it with the nanny.
Yeah.
Tell me how you feel about what this does to your children.
I feel that I don't think I was ever really there for them emotionally, ever. I guess I thought being there financially would be enough.
Well, see their faces in your mind right now. And envision going home and telling them bye. How you feel about that?
It kills me. That's why I wanted to hide it. That's why I wanted to forget about the first time. But because I did that, I allowed it to happen again and again.
Well, that feeling you have right now about those children being ripped from your life, how does that compare to that moment in a bar or that moment with your nanny? How does it compare?
It's a lot stronger.
Because here's the deal. Here's the deal. And I'm not speaking for you. I'm not saying what you want to do here or not. And you can't know that right now. Because here's what's going to happen. You're in shock. And then you're going to get hugely pissed. I mean, unbelievably.
I did.
Unbelievably pissed. Okay. Then when that's over, you know what's going to happen? There's going to be this tendency to try to repossess. You're going to actually find yourself trying to reassert yourself and prove your womanhood and seduce him and bring him back. Now, I know you don't think that's where it goes, but that's the cycle, that's the pattern. And then you know what's going to happen? When that happens, then you're going to get him back home, and then you're going to spend the rest of your life kicking his ass. Okay? That's the pattern that's going to happen here if you don't do something to genuinely heal this situation. And what I said you need to hear that you haven't heard is you need to grow up. You need to just grow up. What you've done is you've gone out and said, immediate gratification. This feels good at the time. I like the power that I feel. I like the fact that I'm being attractive to these women. I'm being validated. This makes me feel virile. It makes me feel like a man. That has nothing to do with the fact that you are a husband, you are a father to children, and part of it has to do with learning to tell yourself no. And it isn't about saying no when you're sitting there in the clutches of another woman. The idea is to stay out of that situation. Grow up, be a man, take care of your wife and children. You don't need to be hanging out in bars with a bunch of girls. You don't need to be in the back seat of a car with somebody. You got no business being in that situation. And if you grow up, you will understand your responsibilities come first, and you fix this situation inside the marriage. You don't fix it turning outside to somebody else. You don't do that. That'll never fix the situation. She may not have you. You may have blown this